Revelation is one of the book in the Bible that most of the preachers don't like preaching about it. But I thank God because Revelation is one of the books that God has really encouraged and said that he who reads the words that are written therein, then is blessed. Is the book that really carries the blessings of the Lord. So today we just want to explore one of the churches that Jesus gave a message, the message that came from above with a resurrected Jesus who was in heaven by then. And today we just want to read from Revelation chapter 1 and verses 9. And the Bible says, "And I, John, who also am your co-brother and companion in tribulation and in the kingdom and patience of Jesus Christ, was in the isle that is called Patmos for the word of God and for the testimony of Jesus Christ. I was in the Spirit on the Lord's day, and heard behind me a great voice as of the trumpet, saying, I am Alpha and Omega, the first and the last. And thou, what thou seest, write in this book, and said it unto the seven churches which are in Asia, to Ephesus, and to the Smyrna, and unto Pergamos, and unto Thyatira, and unto Sardis, and unto Philadelphia, and unto Laodicea." This is a message, and you can see now John being a man of God, being a friend of Jesus Christ, because he's one of the disciples who at this time was an old man, but now he identifies himself in a very special way. Listen to what he says. I, John, who also am your brother and companion in tribulation. I am your brother. By this time, Paul was a bishop. This time, not Paul, but John. John was a bishop. He was a great man. He's a man who has been with Jesus. He's a man who was among the prayer partners of Jesus Christ, whom Jesus chose so that they can be going with him to the mountain. But now he's an old man, and now he's in the island of Patmos. You know, the authorities have tried to kill him, but in vain, and they decided the only thing that we can do, it is to throw him into the island of Patmos. And now he was there, but the Bible says, I was in the spirit on the Lord's day, and I heard behind me a great voice as of a trumpet. You know, walking with Jesus for a long time, then you develop that character. He was in the spirit on the Lord's day. You know, tribulation or challenges or pain could not keep him from being in the spirit. And now, when he was in the spirit, he heard from Jesus Christ. This book, if you want to understand the book of Revelation, you need to go an extra mile. You need to be in the spirit, because it was written with a man who was in the spirit. And that's why it is very hard for a carnal mind, or with the human mind, with the human philosophy, to understand this book. But when you are in the spirit, then you're going to understand. And he's telling us that I, John, your brother. I, John, your brother. He is identifying himself as a brother, not as a bishop, not an archbishop, not a mighty prophet, but he's just saying unto us, he's a simple man, but he has got a very loaded message to the church. And now we can hear him saying and talking to us about what is going to come in the near future. And now I want to, in verse 17, the Bible says, "And when I saw him, I fell unto his feet as dead, and he laid his right hand upon me, saying unto me, Fear not, I am the first and the last. I am he that liveth and was dead, and behold, I live forevermore. Amen. And have the keys of hell and of death. Write the things which thou hast seen, and the things which are, and the things which shall come therefore." Now, he's being given instruction by Jesus Christ. And Jesus is saying, I am Alpha and Omega. I am the first and the last. I am the beginning and the end. You know, these are some of the things that we need to understand. And in chapter 2, verse 1, the Bible says, "Unto the angel of the church of Ephesus write, this thing says saith he that holdeth the 7 stars in the right hand, who walketh in the midst of the 7 golden candlesticks. I know thy works, and thy labor, and thy patience, and how thou canst not bear them which are evil. And thou hast tried them which say they are apostles and are not, and hast found them liars. There's something that Jesus says, I know thy works. Jesus is no longer here on earth, but he knows the works that you're doing. And he gives them an affirmation. He says, I know your work. Jesus knows what you're going through. Jesus knows what I'm going through. He knows, He is in heaven, but he knows. And he tells them, and the labor and the patient. He knows how you are laboring, how you are suffering, how you're working so hard. He knows. And thy patient, and the way you're patient with many things, and how thou art not bear them which are evil. The way you have not tolerated those things that are evil, the things of this world. You have not tolerated the systems and the things of this world. And thou hast tried them which say they are apostles and are not. You are there. You've tried. You have that discerning spirit to identify who is the true prophet and who is the false prophet or an apostle. An apostle and are not. Thou hast found them liars. You can identify, you can tell who is the true man of God and who is not a true man of God. That is, Jesus gives them that, he gives them an affirmation and he tells them, I know what you're doing. I know the way you're working hard. And Jesus knows the way you're working hard. At the place of work, he knows the way you've really just given in to what you're working for, or the boss that you're working for. Maybe people don't know, but he knows. He knows the way you've really given, and you've said that I am going to make sure this family function. He knows everything about your family. He knows everything about how you're working hard. He knows. And that's why he says, I know your works. He knows the way you can identify the true people or men of God and the true false men. And thou hast borne, in verses 3, and thou hast borne and hast patient, and for my name's sake have labored and has not fainted. Jesus is looking for people who are not faint-hearted. He's looking for people who are solid, in the word. And he said, I have borne and has patient, and for my name's sake has labored, and thou hast not fainted. You have labored so much. He knows the way you've really gone to see those sick people in the hospitals. He knows the way you've really gone to church and really just wiped the chairs for the people to come and sit in. He knows how you've really worked so hard. He knows everything about. But now listen to this. In verses 4, nevertheless, I have somewhat against thee, because thou hast left thy first love. I have only one thing against you. You have left your first love. This is one of the things. We can do everything. He knows the way we are patient. He knows the way we serve others. But you've lost your first love. The way you really worked so hard, the way you are doing things, he knows the way you really worked so hard. But now listen. Remember therefore from thou whence you've fallen.